Anyway, hello to the South Stands, hello to the North Stands. And let me add my thanks to Kim for joining our great fans today and all the wonderful family members that are with us. It's an honor once again to pay tribute to Soupy, the beloved partner of Kim. And it's interesting, you know, for a kicker to comment on a middle linebacker is kind of like a ballerina introducing a sumo wrestler. You've heard the stats and seen the highlights, amazing career of Ken and Soupy. But Soupy lived large, even off the field, with his dynamic personality. His second home at times was the Prescott. Anybody here go to the Prescott? But to be clear, he told me he didn't go to drink. He said the waiter there was his linebacker coach. He went to learn, and he learned well. It is said that Soupy never played angry, just aggravatingly aggressive. The Order of Canada guy, Bob McEwen, played center for the Rough Riders, and every day in practice he had to contend, to put it mildly, with Soupy. Bob said being hit with Soupy's forearm was like being repeatedly hit with a baseball bat. No wonder Bob retired early. He'd had enough of Campbell punishment. Danny Dever, also a fierce linebacker, claims to have loved the big lug. He told me that when Soupy made an interception, he was all smiles and held the ball in one hand and suddenly impersonated a hip-shaking wide receiver. I'd have to see that to believe it, personally. It did not happen often, obviously. I do want to thank Courtney for all of her tremendous work with us over the past few weeks, and to all at OSAG for this great opportunity of inducting these men. For Jim Kane and Jeff Avery, they've contributed so much to it as well. And just want to say that right in this very spot in 1977, I met Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth. And right here in this very center field. Today, I have introduced you to Soupy Campbell. And for today only, I anoint him as King Campbell, number 54, an inductee on the Wall of Fame. Now I'd like to ask Russ to pick up this other mic, and Russ will speak of his good buddy, Kenny Lehmann.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here at Lansdowne Park again. I have the pleasure of introducing probably the quietest guy that ever played for the Ottawa Rough Riders. He was a quiet guy. I used to call him the silent assassin because he was so quiet. He wouldn't ever say anything critical or positive, but he hit people and he loved doing it. That was his job as a linebacker. And I think when we had Soupy and Kenny together with Wayne Giordino, who I hope is here tonight, that we had the best three linebackers that there were in the CFL. I would like to just say one thing in general. It's about time we put some of these outstanding defensive players onto the Wall of Honor, and that's happening tonight. Just a little bit about Kenny. I used to, when I played a little bit of quarterback and I came up over the ball and got settled to take the ball from the center, my first look was at the linebackers out there. And I would have hated to have to come up and look at Kenny and Soupy and Wayne Giordino and find out that they were there playing against me instead of sitting on a sideline playing with me. And I appreciate them very, very much, and they had a great deal to do with Ottawa winning Grey Cups in the 60s and early 70s. Kenny is a member of the Canadian Football Hall of Fame. He won Outstanding Linebacker All-Star many years in the East. He
We're
won
good. Testing
Outstanding
referee mic.
Linebacker
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
All-Canadian and was the most outstanding defensive player in Canada in 1968. He was a force to be reckoned with. We were fortunate as a football team and you people as fans to have him play for the Ottawa Football Club. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome Kenny to the Hall of Honor, long overdue, and say congratulations, welcome Bonnie, his wife, and all his family as members of the Hall of Honor. Thank you very much for being here tonight.
Thank you once again to Russ Jackson and Jerry Organ. And congratulations to Kenny and Kim. It's an honor to have you with us tonight and to allow our nation to celebrate two of the greatest linebackers in CFL history, Soupy Campbell and Kenny Lehmann.